Welcome on in, everybody. So, I've been playing a lot of Musket lately, and I've been playing around with the different skills. Today, let's talk about Power Shot. There you see a casual, almost 5k crit on that guy from the Power Shot. Yeah, this was a skill that I didn't expect to have the amount of damage that it does. I honestly thought that the Powder Burn would be much better than Power Shot, but after playing around with Power Shot a bit in PvP, I gotta say, it has really surprised me. So, this clip here was actually the very first time that I tried using Power Shot in PvP. I was just dicking around out here doing some leveling, and I saw these guys doing a chest run, so of course I had to try out Power Shot. That's why I'm just standing there trying to get them to stand in the trap so I can get as much Power Shot damage as possible. But even if when he didn't get in the trap, I actually landed over a 4k crit again on him. I believe a 4.3k crit. So yeah, the damage is definitely not bad. But the combo here is to land that stopping power into the Power Shot. Stopping power is not only going to give us that 20% additional damage against an opponent because it's a trap skill, but the negative effects it throws on, like the snare, will give us another 10% damage in the trapper tree. Honestly, just hitting the stopping power means that every musket shot that I hit with afterwards is going to do a ton of damage, and I think it really gives this build some longer range viability in killing opponents. There you see no crit on the Power Shot, and this guy loses half his health from that. Now, this guy is pretty squishy. I gotta say around 8k hit points or so, and he tries to run away. I stick on top of him with the rapier. Down he goes. And now I get in one of the most awkward fights that I've ever had with this flamethrower guy because I'm constantly trying to land the combo on him that I want to get. The stopping power into Power Shot. And there you see I whiffed the stopping power so bad. That was just a bad misclick. And I'm just going to run in circles until I can try this combo again. I know that this maybe isn't the best strat. I could definitely turn around, jump on top of him with the rapier, especially when he uses his burnout like that because he doesn't have a good escape. But there we go. I do land the trap. I try to go for the stopping power, and there's the Power Shot. I whiff it. Point blank range. Oh my god. And then instead of sticking out damage with the rapier, again, I'm just going to go for a little bit of a hike and see if I can set that combo again. I want to see how hard we can hit this guy with the Power Shot. Keep in mind, I am 150 con on this build, and the Power Shot does quite a lot of damage, even though I'm not Glass Cannon. Throw the trap down, he destroys the first one, he sidesteps the other one, and there it is! 4k damage, no crit from the Power Shot right after the stopping power, and that combination of the two attacks is easily 6k damage on this guy. And this one here has a lot more HP. I think he's got about 11k HP because he's taken quite a lot of hits from me. And there we go, a 4.6k crit from the Power Shot to finish him off. Oh my god, it was totally worth dancing around just to get that combo on him. And the Greatsword player there, he decides that he's going to go and grab that chest before he tries to get away here. And yeah, maybe he should have committed to the getaway. I try to land the Power Shot after the stopping power there again. Unfortunately, I miss it, but this guy uses burnout right into my trap. Oh no, that's going to be a quick kill there. And one of them ends up coming back, and a second one actually ends up coming back afterwards. But holy crap, I know these guys were just doing chest runs and likely didn't have very good gear on. That stopping power into Power Shot did crazy damage though, and I absolutely have to know if this is going to be effective against players who are actually in proper PvP builds. So, of course, the next natural step is to take this build into OPR, and that is exactly what I did. And the first game I get into, of course, I run into an enemy healer. This is something I would normally not be able to kill at a distance, but that was a 5.5k Power Shot on that guy. Oh my god, that did so much damage. Here's another healer that I was shooting at, and this guy takes a no crit 3.2k Power Shot, and he is rocking a ton of thrust resist. And after a little bit of running around outside, honestly, this build is so fast, it's very hard for people to actually catch me and kill me. I run into this guy, 3.5k crit against his medium armor with the Power Shot, and we did have the full setup going into that. And this has got to be, I think, the tankiest guy that I hit with the Power Shot out of the OPR that I played here. And he took some pretty respectable damage with it, including the stopping power. That's about 5k damage to him. And there you see the stopping power again, and I whiffed a shot. And he is gonna, oh my god, he actually escapes with the great axe. That's so funny. I try to throw the trap over top, but that's okay. Head back into the middle here, and this guy comes to enter the fight. I've got the stopping power coming up, and he throws down the pylon. I just go for the flesh right away to kill the pylon. I actually love doing that against the pylon. And then he follows me up with the flamethrower. I do land the trap, but he manages to roll my attack, so I don't get the healing off the musket shot there. And they end up turning around and fighting the friendly healer that's coming into the fight. And I just keep shooting at them with the musket. Both these guys have fire staves. This guy, I get with the flesh. He goes for the shower, but oh my god, big damage off the flourish and finish. And I don't know what to say, man. Sometimes I land the shot, sometimes I don't. That was one of the times that I do. And now look at this. I am literally inside the entire enemy army. And Musket is just super fair and balanced. I'm able to straight up walk out of it. And I get away using the rapier as well, using everything to make sure I can escape. And those guys turn around and I get away scot-free. And again, I just wait for them to go by, head back into the outpost behind them. And two more red players come in here. We've got a friendly in here as well. They're putting a lot of damage into the friendly. I jump on top of him with the flesh into the flourish and finish. Down he goes. And then more red players jumping on top of me here. I do throw the trap down, but I switch to my rapier. That will take away my movement speed bonus from the trap. It's something that you shouldn't do when you play this build. And I sit outside here. I do hit that guy with the stopping power. Unfortunately, it knocks him off the edge. That could have been the opportunity for the power shot there. Instead, I'm just going to put the power shot into some random guy that's running by. Do okay amounts of damage, but again, if we don't set with the stopping power, that's like 30% less damage on our shot, which is a pretty significant damage cut. And then I'm just going to use the rapier to get inside here, throw the trap down, and I shoot the stopping power, hoping to get him as he comes around the corner. That was a little early on my part, not very well timed. And again, that trap, man, just throw it on the ground, and I sprint on out of there. I can go and slot some more potions as I come around the corner. And look at this, enemy healer, very low on health. One quick shot to finish him off. And it looks like there is a fire mage up top. The other two went to go chase the friendly player there. And I come up here. The fire mage actually ends up jumping down. And it looks like he came back around the inside here, and the sword and shield player heading towards me as well. Throw the trap on the ground and wait for him. I want to hit him with that stopping power. There's the stopping power, and I completely whiff the power shot. That's okay. And then I drop down here, and again, just throw the trap down. Go for the double roll so he can't clip me with the greatsword and easily break that distance. The movement speed of this build is just ridiculous. And I start to shoot at the archer up top here, but I quickly find myself getting surrounded by two archers and the fire mage, and I'm just going to slam that potion very quickly. I do have the trap ready if I need it, but it looks like I'm going to get around the corner safely, just kind of hugging the corner so I don't take any more range damage than I need to. And I come up to the top here. Again, they're just putting a lot of pressure in. And I will let you guys enjoy the rest of this clip as I say goodbye. Honestly, power shot, a lot better than I thought it would be. I actually quite like using the skill. The burst can really catch people by surprise. I don't think they expect to be hit for 4 or 5k crits from a musket shot. So yeah, especially a build like mine that's 150 constitution. A glass cannon musket with power shot would be so scary, I think. If you guys want to catch me live, there's a link to my Twitch down below. Of course, if you want to see a written guide to this build, you can find it on my website, pvpnewworld.com. There's a link to the build video for this down below as well for you guys. And if you have an awesome clip that you want to see in the New World Top 5 fights, you can send that to Kristofer at pvpnewworld.com. A big thank you to our sponsor, ExpressVPN. They can help keep you safe on the internet, and you can score yourself a deal on your first purchase thanks to the link down below. And last but not least, a massive thank you to all of my patrons on Patreon for supporting the show. Thank you guys so much for keeping it going. Thank you everybody just for tuning in and watching. Slowly but surely, I am falling in love with Musket. I hope you guys are enjoying the gameplay. Have a great night, everybody, and I'll see you next time.